Welcome back, everyone. Today we're heading to the Maldives, a place so beautiful it's almost annoying. If you hate beaches, relaxation, and sunsets, you're in the right place. We're here to answer the real questions. How many influencers does it take to get the perfect hammock shot? Can you survive on grilled fish and existential dread? Grab your cheapest sunglasses because we're about to expose the Maldives for what it is. A ridiculously gorgeous, soul-crushingly relaxing place that will ruin all other vacations. We'll check out the bungalows, the glowing water, the food, and the weird rules of this screensaver come to life. Stay tuned. This is the most average investigation into paradise you'll ever see. Let's talk about the overwater bungalow, the Instagram flex that's become the ultimate symbol of tropical luxury. You've seen it, those dreamy huts perched above turquoise water, promising a slice of paradise and a feed full of envy-inducing photos. But let's be real. It's basically a luxury shed on stilts, a glorified treehouse for adults who want to feel like castaways, if castaways had air conditioning and room service. You wake up, roll out of a bed that costs more than your car, and dive straight into the ocean. It's the ultimate flex, right? The kind of morning routine that makes your regular alarm clock and commute feel like a cruel joke. But the real experience? It's a cocktail of awe and constant anxiety. Drop your phone and it's fish property now. No amount of rice will save it. Every step outside is a test of your grip strength and your nerves. You tiptoe around, terrified of losing anything through the deck slats. It's less relaxation, more high-stakes Jenga. Even your sunglasses feel like they're living on borrowed time. Every bungalow has a glass floor panel. At first it's mesmerizing, fish TV. You'll spend the first hour glued to it, marveling at the parade of marine life beneath your feet. But after 10 minutes, it's just the same fish reruns. Turns out, even in paradise, you can get bored of the local programming. Privacy? Not really. Chad from Connecticut is 50 feet away, blasting yacht rock and arguing with Tiffany about mojitos. The walls are thin and the ocean carries every sound. It's like a fancy apartment complex, but with more sharks. You get neighbors, but instead of borrowing sugar, you're comparing reef shark sightings. Getting to your room is a sun-drenched pilgrimage. Forget something? That's a 15-minute round trip in the blazing heat, dodging golf carts and sunburned honeymooners along the way. At night the waves sound soothing, until 3 a.m., when it's a leaky faucet you can't turn off. Is the bungalow collapsing? Who knows? Every creak and splash becomes a mystery your half-asleep brain tries to solve. And the price? For one night you could buy a used boat, but instead you rent a stationary room on top of the water. The bill arrives and suddenly you're calculating how many actual trees you could have bought for the price of your aquatic treehouse. Despite all this, it's kind of awesome. You wake up to a sunrise over endless ocean, swim with turtles, and forget your complaints. For a few moments you're living in a screensaver, and nothing else matters. The Maldives wins. It's a beautiful, expensive trap, and honestly, I'd fall for it again. Because sometimes, the dream is worth the price, even if it comes with a side of sunburn and shark neighbors. Next up, bioluminescent beaches, when the ocean throws a private rave, and the only dress code is bare feet and a sense of wonder. Imagine strolling along the shore and suddenly, every step you take sets the sand aglow. It's like the universe decided to roll out a blue carpet just for you, and you're on the guest list. The secret behind this surreal light show? Tiny phytoplankton, invisible by day, but at night when they get a little stressed, they start glowing, lighting up the waves like a scene straight out of Avatar or a sci-fi dream. You stomp around, drawing shapes in the sand, feeling like a wizard with light-up sketchers. Every movement leaves a glowing trail, and for a moment, you're convinced you have superpowers. But here's the catch. It's unpredictable. The ocean performs when it wants, not when you book a tour. Sometimes you wait for hours, staring at the dark water, hoping for a glimpse of magic. And when it finally happens, your camera captures nothing but blurry darkness. Nature's way of saying, put your phone down and enjoy. It's a show meant for your eyes, not your Instagram. The science? The plankton light up when agitated, a defense mechanism that's basically, get away from me, in blue sparkles. It's their way of saying, back off, but in the most dazzling way possible. You splash around, giggling like a kid, forgetting about your mortgage and deadlines. For a few minutes, you're just a part of the ocean's party, lost in the glow and laughter. The best time to see it is on a moonless night, so you're stumbling around in the dark, dodging crabs and coconuts, guided only by the faint shimmer of the waves and the sound of the sea. It's a glowing invitation to walk straight into the sea. A beautiful hazard. The water seems to beckon you in, promising adventure and a little bit of mischief. Ultimately, it's a reminder that the world still has real magic. The ocean's showing off and you just sit back and think, okay, that's pretty sick. For a moment, you're part of something ancient and wild, and you realize some parties are worth waiting for. Let's talk food. If you're picturing palm trees, turquoise water, and endless sunshine, you're halfway there. But what really brings the Maldives together is what's on the table. On a chain of islands in the middle of the ocean, guess what's on the menu? Fish, lots of it. The sea is the Maldivian pantry, and every meal is a celebration of what the ocean provides. Breakfast? Mashuni, smoked tuna, coconut, onion, chili, and flatbread. Tuna salad for breakfast. Power move. It's light, fresh, and somehow wakes you up better than coffee. Lunch? More fish, of course, but always with a twist. Maybe a new spice, maybe a different catch. Maybe grilled, maybe in a curry called garudia. Sometimes it's a clear, comforting fish broth, other times it's a rich, coconut-laced stew poured over rice. It's fresh, simple, and tastes like the ocean. There's a purity to it. No heavy sauces, just the flavor of the sea and a squeeze of lime. Dinner? You guessed it, fish again. But somehow it never gets old. Each meal feels like a new take on an old favorite. Maybe barbecued reef fish, smoky and charred from the grill. Or maybe a $45 burger if you're desperate for a taste of home. But honestly, the fish wins every time. Resorts offer international food, but the real Maldivian soul food is whatever the fisherman caught that morning. The day's catch is the star, and you can taste the difference. You start to recognize the fish, parrotfish, snapper, all delicious. Each one has its own flavor, its own story, and you find yourself looking forward to what's next. You become a sunburnt fish connoisseur, swapping stories with other travelers about the best catch and the spiciest curry. Coconut is everywhere. Milk, oil, grated, smoked. It's the secret ingredient in almost every dish, adding richness and a hint of sweetness. If you don't like coconut, good luck. Maldivian food packs heat. The flavors are bold, unapologetic, and sometimes a little fiery. The Gatheo Myris chili sneaks up on you and suddenly your mouth is on fire. But you keep coming back for more because the spice is addictive. Snacks or hedika are fried bites with tea, fish balls, samosa-like pastries, and more smoked fish. Perfect for an afternoon break, and always served with a smile. After a week you feel lean, healthy, and suspicious of cheeseburgers. The ocean diet works its magic, and you start to crave the simplicity. The Maldives changes your palate. You're a fish person now. You leave with a new appreciation for the sea, and maybe, just maybe, you'll miss that morning tuna salad. You've slept over the water, eaten the fish, now eat with the fish at an underwater restaurant. You descend into a glass bubble beneath the sea, surrounded by silence and blue-tinted calm. The fish are outside, watching you eat their cousin. It's like dining in a cow pasture while eating steak. The food is good, but you're really paying for the view. Schools of fish, maybe a turtle or a shark gliding by. Sunlight dances through the water, everything glows blue, and it feels like eating inside a screensaver. You wonder about the engineering. How do they clean the glass? What if there's a crack? But you trust the process. It's beautiful, weird, expensive, and a little anxiety-inducing. You leave feeling like you visited another planet. Eating on solid ground just isn't the same after this. Many Maldivian resorts have a no shoes, no news policy. Shoes off, news off, Wi-Fi barely works. At first, being barefoot everywhere feels wrong, but soon it's the new normal, even in fancy restaurants. Your feet finally get a taste of freedom, and you start to walk differently, more connected to the ground. No news means no newspapers, slow Wi-Fi, and no doom scrolling. You're forced to disconnect. Time melts away. Tuesday feels like Saturday. Your biggest worry is which smoothie to order. The first day is tough, phantom phone vibrations, FOMO, but then you let go and notice the little things. Hermit crabs, geckos, sunsets. It's a carefully curated fantasy, but as a guest you're blissfully ignorant. Putting your shoes back on at the end is the saddest part. The real world feels like a prison for your feet. The true luxury isn't the bungalow, it's escaping the noise of modern life. Beyond the resorts, the Maldives has sandbanks, tiny temporary patches of white sand in the middle of the ocean. You take a boat out, spot a sliver of white on the horizon, and step onto your own private kingdom. There's nothing there, just sand, sea, and sky. The silence is profound. Resorts might set up a picnic, then leave you alone. It's thrilling and a little terrifying, stranded in paradise. You get those insane photos, just you, a speck on a perfect canvas of blue. But it's not about the photos, it's about feeling completely disconnected, small in the face of nature. The sandbank will disappear with the tide, a lesson in impermanence. You can't hold on to it, only experience it. There's no shade and the sun is relentless. Forget sunscreen and you'll return looking like a lobster. For a few hours it's the Maldives at its rawest, fleeting, breathtaking and unforgettable. The Maldives isn't just resorts, it's a real country with real people living on local islands. No bungalows, no infinity pools, just schools, mosques and colorful houses. The local islands are where the heart of the Maldives beats, a blend of South Asian, Arab and African influences. It's a conservative Muslim country, dress modestly, no bikinis, no alcohol. The economy depends on tourism, but the local culture is very different from the resort fantasy. Thousands of Maldivians work in resorts, commuting daily to serve tourists in a world separate from their own. Visiting a local island is a must. Eat at family-run cafes, see real life, and understand the challenges they face. The paradise you see at the resort is a bubble. The real Maldives is proud, resilient, and complex. Seeing both sides adds depth to your trip and connects you to the place in a meaningful way. So is the Maldives overrated? Maybe, but it's also unforgettable. It'll ruin your standards for beach vacations and make your backyard pool look sad. If you want to see if paradise lives up to the hype, check your credit card limit and go. Get your feet sandy, disconnect, and find a disappearing island. It's probably worth the debt. Probably. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and question your life choices. Peace out.